Neil, let me
Appreciate it.
start with you. I don't know if you saw the list of contenders that we think are vying for the spot of VP. A lot of people thinking that it is Senator Tim Kaine is the most likely, but not everybody on the left is loving that idea. In a lot of ways, well, so you agree. Tell me why you're not loving that idea.
No, I think, given his stance on the job-killing Trans-Pacific Partnership, he voted for fast-track authority for it this spring. And also, more recently, a letter that he wrote suggesting that he supports a certain amount of bank deregulation, I think gives a lot of folks on the left a real pause. Because at the end of the day, what DFA is focused on most importantly right now is uniting Bernie Sanders' political revolution and the Democratic political establishment. And the way that we're going to do that is not with a candidate like Tim Kaine, unfortunately.
So, Chris, I mean, it does seem like he's literally the worst candidate out there to sort of bring over the Bernie Sanders folks, because in a lot of ways he's doubling down on the things that Hillary Clinton is known for. And one of them has to do with, NAFTA and the trade that's going on that Donald Trump is running very much against, and also the close ties to Wall Street and deregulation of Wall Street. Isn't that a concern?
I think it's going to be a concern for some on the left. I think there's no question about that. If you look at Senator Kaine's, record, in fairness to him, he is a strong supporter of labor. He's a strong supporter of women's rights. So the notion that somehow he is, a right-wing conservative Democrat, I mean, that's just not the reality. Now, his positions on TPP. That's
it's
going to
not that he's right-wing, it's that he's very similar to Hillary Clinton, so he kind of offers almost exactly what she has already. So what do you think is the additive value of someone like him?
I think they see him as someone who is ready to come in. God forbid something would happen to her if she's president. I really think that's the primary reason. That being said, what I will say is, with any VP, short of somebody who's really well known, they're going to go out. They're going to have to go out there and aggressively introduce him not only to the base, but also to the country in terms of what he stands for. That's always going to be the challenge for any campaign.
He also helps with the idea that he would bring in white men, and especially, people focused on labor, and this is the group that Donald Trump is picking up.
So a few things. And number one, let me just say, I think Tim Kaine is a good and decent man. I've had an opportunity to meet him. He's a nice guy. I just don't think he's the right candidate for this moment in 2016. This is going to be a base election at the end of the day. It's going to be about who can get out the largest amount of their base in this general election.
That's a great point.
And Tim Kaine is just going to make that job a little harder. We're still going to fight as hard as we possibly can to defeat the billionaire bigot Donald Trump. But this is just going to make it a little bit more challenging if she decides to choose him.
I wish we had more time to drill down on that little nugget that you got on there at the end. But alas, we're going to have to let it go this time. Gentlemen, thanks to both of you for joining us. I'm sure everyone on Twitter will take care of that. So.